have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the second-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Rebels will kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. Kurt, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys who are the focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? And there's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's running out of time here. But the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
The Dogs will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Rebels offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is on target and caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a 4th down.
And the Rebels bring their punt team onto the field. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. In a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
And the Bulldogs will have to kick this away. Second punt now. His first was a beauty. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Throwing off play action. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Makes a nice move there. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's right. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
And the Rebels looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Makes a quick catch. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the handoff. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses. walk away with nothing.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running back grabs it on the screen. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Off the play fake on first down. The pass is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Grabbed by the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense stops it just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The Dogs line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. A little bit of a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kicking team out for the PAT trial. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. It's momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On the run, it's Diggs.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Catch made in space. Look out. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Heavy pressure, he lets it go. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Looking to pass here on second down. Just flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he'll drop back here on third down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Somewhat conservative call, but content to take this lead into the locker room. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this set.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. Yeah, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Important second down play coming up. Ball handed off. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
QB decides to keep it here. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's getting fourth down and inches. And the Rebels will bring their punt team onto the field. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Defense is coming after him. On the run here, taking a deep shot. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They're finally looking to click. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's right.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
That completion makes it second and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled, but first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The Rebels are in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the out route. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And the quarterback keeps it here. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
And the Rebels looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And he's got it, no problem.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Stockton. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense facing a third and long at the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finally throws it deep to the right. And a man, catch made, big play.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Oh, it's a reverse. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line, it's Lee. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. The pocket breaking down. Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. You're down by a couple possessions. Yeah, completion is good, but truly the two most important things, getting the ball downfield to your receivers and making sure they're working to get out of bounds to preserve that clock, to be able to get a score, get the ball back, and have a chance to win this game.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's right. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's right. They've got him, but he picks up 8. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. 2nd down play coming up. He'll hand it off. And the Rebels pick up enough to get a first down there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10.
That makes the score Georgia 14, Ole Miss 10.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands seem all over that to make the recovery. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Leaning on the run game here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And they'll take a knee with less than a minute to play. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.